welcome back to the K-Rasa Legends League. It is finals day, semi-final number 1. The Konark Suryas Odisha taking on the India Tigers from the Indira Gandhi Stadium in the beautiful city of Haldwani. The sun is shining, the two teams are ready, but we want to find out who's going to be batting first, who's going to be bowling in this all-important first semi-final.
We're all set for the toss. It's semi-final 1 of LLC 4.0. We've got the two captains from the two respective teams. Konark Suryas Odisha, represented by Jermaine Blackwood, and Ajanta Mendes as captain of the India Tigers. And we've also got the match referee. The home team will spin the coin. It will be Jermaine to spin. It's head. Ajanta calls heads. And it's tails. So Jermaine wins the toss. Jermaine, what do you opt to do?
I'm going to have a bowl first.
So that's the news from the centre. It's Konark Suryas Odisha who have once again won the toss and they've elected to bowl.
So Konark Suryas winning the toss. Right, well, this is how they line up. The captain, Jermaine Blackwood, and Ken R. Lewis, the big power hitter. We know how strong he can be. Jess Kari has been really good form throughout the tournament so far. Melinda Pushpa Kamara at the bottom there. For the Tigers, Ajanta Mendes coming in as the captain today. And they've got a strong-looking side. A few different names in today, but Thilan Tushara at the bottom there. Kunal Sharma and Gursimran Singh. So there's a few to keep your eye out, and Sanskar Gupta behind the stumps there as well. So that's the team that will be heading out to bat first, trying to put something on the board. Well, the two umpires there just grabbing the match ball.
Thank you, Georgie. Yes, penultimate stage, ultimate day, and two teams will be looking forward to lock horns against each other's. In comes the India Tigers, led by Ajanta Mendes.
Yeah, I'd like to see he's brought in a slip straight away. So obviously just the two men out of the ring, got deep square and deep backward point as the two out of the ring during this power play. Sun shining overhead, mountains looking beautiful in the distance. Konark Suryas Odisha, India Tigers. Tidy start, this from the captain. Well, he goes aerial. He's got a hold of that, and that's gone all the way. First 6 of the day.
A good way to start the onslaught right away. Be leaving no stone unturned. Akalanka then straight head, most on the slot, and then finishes it in style.
That's going to go all the way. Second 6 of the day. Easy as you like, right in the slot, on the half volley.
Another 6 coming out. Time played it down towards the off. Composed and brilliant timing. I think good 6 to keep it going on.
Too much width outside the off stump. Easy as you like for someone who's set off out of the traps like Ganegama today. And he has his first 4 of the day.
Yeah, I think double engines firing now. You can look up to it. Good start so far to the campaign. Adarsh and Ganegama.
Slow ball, done him. Watch your bails fly. And he finishes the over with a wicket. Finally, the captain gets a breakthrough.
Bringing on some pace. And a brilliant wicket to start his proceedings. Is the block hole and done and dusted.
The captain will be very pleased with that one. Sends Adarsh Sharma on his way for 2. Tigers 26 for 1. Oh, he's got a nick. It's gone through the keeper's legs. And that's going to race for 4. Scratchy runs and unlucky for Saurin.
Oh, yes.
Gone. Bowled around the legs. Beautiful bit of bowling from Saurin. There's barely even a celebration as the second wicket goes down for the Tigers.
Just speaking about how the ball is trying to just stay low, and that's what has happened. I think he was anticipating it to be a lot more full, and then there it is. In fact, more of spin as well. I think Monty here now, is it?
So Gursimran Singh goes for 4. Tigers 31 for 2. Well, he's absolutely crunched that. Would have been wide if he'd let it go, but liked the bit of width on offer. And then gives the extra bit of flight this time and absolutely tonked across the carpet. Ganegama
Is it more? Talk about a big one. Here it comes.
Yeah, he's not hanging about here, Ganagama. 33 from 19 now, brings up 148 sixes for the tournament. Just gets under it and uses all his muscle. It just kept climbing as it kept going.
And straight down, of course, towards long on. And there it is. 50 up for the Tigers. And did brilliantly then. Kudos to Ganagama for bringing up that score while they're losing wickets on the other end. This man has anchored so far. Off for another boundary then. This time the side is different. There goes another one. Run down the boundary as well. He's picking his spot sweetly, getting runs as he needs. Inching closer to a 50 as well.
That's one way to finish it. The second six of the over to bring up his 50. 6 overs gone, 68 for 2. An optimistic cry of catch, but another 4. Completely caught in 2 minds, and yet the finger goes up. It takes Pushpa Kumara just 3 deliveries to pick up his first wicket of the day. 3 down now for the Tigers.
Yeah, just didn't pick it off the fingers. It was one which went on with the angle, chipped down the wicket, but just didn't get his bat down on time. And once that was the case, there was absolutely no doubt in the umpire's mind that that was going on to strike leg stump. So Malinda, Pushpa Kumara.
So Rayman goes for 7, India Tigers 75 for 3. Gone, 2 hit 2, played around it, Bale's flying, and suddenly the tables have turned.
Yeah, it's beautifully bowled, also keeps a little low, which helps. But I suspect he had anyway beaten that forward defensive. The way that he was coming forward, expecting it to turn a lot less. He had the bat in position, but unfortunately didn't cover that off stump. And then he also puts in an appeal for effect. It's the first ball dug for Preet Sihori. 75 for 4.
I think he'll find himself up the order more often if he keeps hitting like this. It's a massive 6 to end the over. 8 gone, 82 for 4. Soren sets himself, takes the catch. Oh no. It's all over for Ganagama. For a moment, there was no celebration, and then suddenly he threw the ball up, and I thought perhaps he'd put it down.
Yeah, thorough professional, and you called it, Georgie, because this was that frustration resulting in that shot. And yes, just a little bit of a stumble, but what was important was he clung on to that ball. So yet another wicket for Malinda, and the top scorer goes Ganagama, entertaining 68, 88 for 5 now the Tigers.
Gone. Through the defences, through the gate, and off you go. Karia has his first.
Yeah, the invitation was there yet again. That's what he's been looking for. He's looking to lure Tushara, who's basically a lower order batter. Go for it. Take the invitation, go for the shot, but he hangs back and in fact goes further back onto the back foot. Body weight transfer quite poor, and that's why there's an inside edge onto the stumps, and Jaiswal Karia a little bit embarrassed. Tilan Tushara gone for 189 for 6, the India Tigers.
Beautiful looking stroke. And an excellent effort in the boundary, on the boundary, but still going to find the rope. A much needed boundary for this Tigers team.
The better idea would be to try and bat out time. This has gone in the air as well, and it will be taken quite comfortably. It's taken by the skipper himself, Jermaine Blackwood. Sanskar with a puzzled expression, but that's a 4th wicket here for Pushpa Kumara.
Could we be on for our first 5 of the K Rasa Legends League 4.0? 4 for 10, and he's still got plenty to come. 10 deliveries up his sleeve, so he gets his 4th, and the Tigers are 93 for 7 now. He goes for 5, 93 for 7. Well, that is out. If you can't get the umpire's decision, just send the bails flying anyway. Mendes looking to try and accelerate and has to just go.
Yeah, just a bit more outside off stump, then that little turn, and also keeping a tad bit low. Went for the wild hike and just hits the base of off stump. Easy as you like for Karya, who picks up his second wicket. It looks quite grim. 6 of 10, 97 for 8.
Try to smack it over and will be straight into the hands of the fielder then. Kunal comes in, walks out without it making a difference.
Yeah, that's definitely the shot of somebody who doesn't really play cricket too often, because he's been lured into it. Good bowling by Saurin, way outside off stump. Very flighted ball as well, and all he goes for is a big heave. Just gets the outer part of the batch. A very comfortable catch for Tejinder Singh.
So 104 for 9.
In the air, all the way. A much needed maximum.
Did perfectly. It was a clean 6 hit then. A little late perhaps, but still mean a little runs on board for them.
Goes aerial all the way. Second 6 of the over. Tried his best. Turning very expensive already. 15 from it.
Little flame before the candle dies. But a couple of runs that have come in this over, especially the 4s and 6s, the 6s that he's got.
Goes again. This time goes for 4. Big appeal, finger goes up. Pushpa Kamara has 5. And that'll be the end of the Tigers, all bowled out for 132. But those figures for that man on your screen, 5 for 12 from 3.1 overs.
Yeah, and he just got it right on the spot and then got the man right away. Pushpa Kamara gets his 5 wickets and finishes up the India Tigers in that fashion.
So Tigers, after being put into bat, all bowled out for 132. So put into bat, it was difficult for pretty much everyone except Ganagama and then Aman down the back end of the order. But Ganagama 68 from 39. Well, it was just what they needed because no one else really managed to get going. But 15 extras in the end, creeping into that bowling attack, meaning that 132 is what the India Tigers have made from their 16.1 overs.
Opening for his team. Off to a start. Looks in rhythm. Goes down straight and that run for a boundary to say the least, and that's how he starts the campaign. Kenny Lewis unravels his magic right away.
Yeah, wrong length. Fairly well pitched up to him, and that's what he feasts on. Might have been just looking for a bit of swing, but even if he does get that, this is not going to bother Kenark Lewis. With mid-off fairly wide, this was a simple shot, safe shot, couple of bounces and into the fence.
Also more full in length this time. Let's try to place between the gap, and that might as well run for the boundary. It's a decent outfield, but I think he could have done a little more to save that one. 4 runs then for Lewis.
Mixed bag from Ganagama, because yet again slightly overpitched. The previous ball was the perfect length. This is so much in the slot. It's a comfortable put away. Even though he doesn't really use his feet, Konark Lewis, all he needs to do is just lead into it, and there's acres of space available.
Fuller raises it over. Has it gone all the distance? Perhaps no, there'll be a boundary to end the over. And this time he goes across, and that's gone all the distance. Another 6 from Konark Lewis. And he's making the clock run fast now.
Yeah, big man, big biceps, and big effect on this ball as well. A bit short of a length, and he rocks back and just sort of half pull, almost like a little jab, but that's good enough to go all the way for 6. Supreme effort in terms of the power that he's put behind it.
And just back on this one, found the boundary through the gaps. Wonderful drive off for a 4. So Jermaine joins the party as well.
Yeah, and because Zahir is not particularly quick, what he does beautifully here is just use his feet. Gets across to get to the pitch of the ball a little better. And very premature movement, but he knew that with Zahir's pace, it was never going to be a bother. Perhaps a better idea would be for the keeper to stand up when Zahir is bowling, because this was an easy shot.
Got it straight, and that could be going all out as well. He's taken an absolute belter. What a catch. They get the man out.
Yeah, he's hit it into the wind, and that's where it's paid a price. Jermaine Blackwood looking to flick it. That was an imperious shot. It seemed like he had right away got it off the screws, but because of this considerable wind, it holds up, and that's what also makes this catch a little bit more difficult. That's a top grab from Adarsh, diving in front. A half century earlier, and now the first wicket as Jermaine goes for 6. Konark Suryas Odisha are 25 for 1.
Oh, this one will run down for a boundary as well, and comes and announces arrival in style. They're containing him. Another misfield. I think this is going to hurt them a lot. Both teams, we haven't seen Konark Surya done that, but now India Tigers have joined that club as well.
Kunal Sharma at cover won't be very pleased with that effort at all, because all he needed to do was just about get enough body behind it. It goes right through. India gate.
Yeah, that'll be a nightmare for any fielder to watch. If there's the fielding coach there, he would be raging in now. Weather conditions turning slightly volatile, the dust and the wind.
Yeah, some sand, some gravel from across the river, which is pretty much dried up right next to the stadium, and that's what's causing a little bit of discomfort, probably some dust getting into the eyes. Revised playing conditions. This is the target they have in front of them, 75. Just 7 more overs to go. The power play is done and dusted because the first 3 overs were bowled out, and each bowler can only bowl a maximum of 2 overs. Goes for that agricultural hoik, but he's placed it well. First boundary after the restart, and it comes off the blade of Konark.
Regular day at office for Konark Lewis. Starts his onslaught immediately after he comes back to batting. This time went with the spin and then tried to get in between the gaps successfully.
For batting. That's another powerful blow. Long off is interested, but will only watch on. Zishan out there, unable to do anything about it. Successive boundaries, and now they're showing that they're in a hurry, the Konark Suryas Odisha.
Certainly. And when they have Lewis in the center, they will be getting their target much quicker than you'll expect.
Dot for 6. Another big shot. Another 6, much bigger than the previous one. Only on the other side of the dial now.
Yeah, and he's got the crowd standing on their feet and brings up the 50 as well. What another impressive shot into the stands. Stand and deliver.
Yeah, just 4 more 6s to go and we'll be done and dusted. Good boy, Konark.
Just by the way things are going right now.
Cross the line, but into the gap. 4 more. 20 run over already with 1 to go. This is a serious onslaught by Konark Lewis for the Konark Suryas Odisha.
Yeah, every ball he's just targeted the fence. Just muscling the ball, and you add timing with that, the fielders are just going to be mere spectators. He's put out wide, he swings his bat, and God knows what happens. The moment the ball connects his bat, the next thing your brain hits you with is a 4 or a 6.
Yeah, this one a little bit luckier than the other ones. Not quite where he intended. Wanted to go much straighter, but it goes off the outside edge, skews it away. But he's so powerful. That's a lightish bat, but he's such a powerful man with massive arms and shoulders that it's just spliced away into the vacant area. Just 15 to win now.
Gone! Stumps are clattered as Prajapati looks to try and get it done quickly.
Yeah, I think it was a blind swing. Ball was a lot more quick as you could have expected then. Again, hitting that inner edge and then rolling back to the stumps.
Prajapati goes for 12, 65 for 2. That'll be that! He finishes it with one fell swoop, brings up his 50, and Konark Lewis has stormed the Konark Suryas Odisha into the final. They win it by 8 wickets with plenty of time remaining.
It's just a one-man army, isn't it? Yeah, this was that winning shot which came by a 6, which will be etched in his memory for a long, long time. The K-Rasa legends. This is where he's really made a remarkable presence felt. Konark Suryas will be heading into the final then.
He finishes unbeaten 55 from just 22, striking at 250 after that rain break. Just came out and said, right, we're going to get this done as quickly as possible. Showed absolutely no signs of rustiness from sitting around in the rain for a little bit. And it was a fairly modest target, we thought, in the first place anyway. If it had been from the full 20 overs, 133 would have been the target after Tigers really struggled in their batting innings. But Konark Lewis has come out. What an innings that has been to see them to victory with plenty of time remaining. 3.5 overs still remaining.
And that's how things look like. Tigers started off with Ganegama with a 68 at the start, and then Aman contributing a crucial 22 to get them to 132. And then Suryas came about, couldn't really deliver as much as they could have wanted to, but 75 was the win, and they've won it convincingly. And then Ganegama is the only man who got that wicket earlier on, followed by one by Aman. It was a peach of a delivery to finish off, and Prajapati, but not something that they'll be truly happy about. But well, cricket, the sport we all love it is.